Alrighty, so here we are. We're about to dive into this crossmember. I'm going to do this chromoly crossmember on this, the transmission crossmember, to get rid of this gigantic, bulky factory crossmember that hangs down. Actually hangs down a good bit below the frame. You can see kind of the level there of the frame, and then this hangs below it. So this is the low point of your truck, as well as the that front bar right here. There's early rack mount. It's up high. It's higher than everything else by a little bit, and then this bar and the transmission crossmember are your low point. And as you can see, this is already scraped on probably a few speed bumps and what have you. And then if you have a factory exhaust, this hangs even lower. And if I can get level with the bottom of the frame, you can see how much lower the catalytic converter hangs than the frame. And then, you know, the rest of the exhaust also hangs under the frame, and then the crossmember itself, again, everything is under the frame. So one of the main benefits here to doing the chromoly crossmember is the first of which is that you can actually do a clutch job and pull your transmission all the way out. With the factory crossmember in here, especially with the torsion bar still in here, which these are gone because this is on coilovers. The factory torsion bar is in here, and the factory transmission crossmember, you cannot pull the transmission all the way out without doing some serious jujitsu. It doesn't just, you know, pull out, and you basically have to turn it sideways, pull the shifter housing apart, pull it, you know, turn it sideways and get it out of the way enough to get the clutch in there and get it done. It's just a pain in the ass. So that's the main benefit of doing a chromoly crossmember. The second of which is that we obviously gain the clearance. Some of you bagged and bodied guys obviously have to deal with the crossmember being the low point of the truck. So there's that. There's also, these are kind of huge, they're bulky, so they have these cutouts that you can put in exhaust, but again, then you're hanging under the frame, and so you just can't put that big of an exhaust for these guys. Some of these guys running high horsepower. I'm actually going to run 4-inch on my truck, and I'll be able to fit it with my crossmember. So we'll see that here. I'm going to do this guy's exhaust, I'm going to do his crossmember, and he's about to pick up a whole bunch of space, ground clearance, ease of maintenance in case he ever has to do his clutch again. He'll just be able to unbolt the whole crossmember and yank the tranny out, drop it on the floor in probably about an hour if he wants to. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Crossmember is all done, bolted in. You can see the bolts there, but the bottom side flush. So no more issues with hitting speed bumps or anything like that. Clutch changes are now super easy because you can just drop the tranny and crossmember at the same time. You have way more room for activities and exhaust on both sides with the big factory crossmember gone and the torsion bar is gone. This guy's on coilovers. It's got my brackets, rack kit, T3 tension arms. It's got the full bit in here. And this truck is a lot of fun to drive, handles really well, and now he's got a very cool Stabfab removable chromoly crossmember. It's all 120 wall chromoly. This one is kind of a prototype. I needed his to make the jig because he's the only factory truck I know. Both my trucks are pretty built, and so this is what I used to build the jig, and then the you know, this is just the prototype crossmember, and then the production crossmembers are going to be a little bit different. These are all 120 wall chromoly. The production members will have 3/8 flanges here, and these are just 3/16. They're going to be fine for him, but production will be a little bit fatter. So there you go, chromoly crossmember.